All right, here we go. Welcome back. Week 4 now in the books. Traditional quarter poll of the season, but not traditional season. We got 17 weeks now, so I think we're going to call, after week 5, we'll call it the quarter poll.
Quarter poll.
You know? And then we'll do some recaps of where we're at with all of our preseason bets and, just check in. I instantly want to address the white whale in the room. One person here took the celebrating with a celebrational glass of wine way too far and showed up wearing a suit jacket.
A suit
jacket.
Sounds like Dr. Seuss.
Deserves his due. The first 5-0 of the year.
5-0 week.
Took off his glasses.
5-0 week. I couldn't see a fucking thing. I'm not going to lie to you. 5-0 week. Those don't come around very often.
A lot of things happen. 5-0 week.
Especially the amount of shit that I got when I said my picks.
Yeah.
And then I continue to get as the clips were posted throughout the week.
When we took the points.
Well, once again, you've got that really smart computer.
Yes.
That you got from...
It's going to nickname it like a boat or a car soon.
Circuit City.
Circuit City.
Yeah. Your Circuit City computer really knows what it's talking about. I asked to borrow it. You told me no instantly, which I understand. Wow.
Because I don't need you looking through my history. It's a dangerous thing right there.
It's more than this.
Yeah.
No, 5-0 is amazing.
Yeah,
though.
congratulations.
Good job.
Great week.
Thank you.
And also now has this little mini sub-trove of followers who are actually placing bets based on his bets.
Yeah, that's crazy. Shout out Ronnie Longlegs, big guy Dylan, Ronnie Longlegs of Rapid Restore. They sent me some DMs on Instagram. They were following my picks. They
making them the cash.
Put parlays in. I can't believe he put a parlay on every one of my bet. Won $2,000. It's fucking crazy.
Well, I should do that.
That's a crazy thing. That's an absolutely crazy bet.
I should do that.
One of the guys followed me, asked me for a pick on Monday night. I gave him a pick Monday night. It won. Asked me Thursday night on my pick. I gave him the Jags like I took on the show. He didn't take the Jags. It lost. So then he's like, fuck it, I'm following your bets. He was actually crazy enough, this guy, Dylan, was crazy enough to bet the Jets and the Giants money line.
It's crazy.
Cashed on both.
It's out of control.
I'm owed a steak dinner and some wine now.
Definitely.
I would take anything they give you.
Best cava tender on the South Shore. No, amazing week, 5-0. So the recap, obviously Tripp's the winner there. Can't get much better than that. Then myself in second place, 2-3. And then the man in the room who's wearing the opposite of a suit jacket.
Yeah, the poop jacket.
Kurt Money.
Poop jacket. This is ridiculous. It's orange, which is Mets colors. I always hate the Mets colors. And it's brown. Poopy brown.
What's funny is that it also kind of matches your pants. It looks like you're wearing like a jumpsuit, like a Baker Mayfield jumpsuit right now, which is nice.
Oh, man. Baker Mayfield sucks.
1-4.
1-4. Tough week. I was hoping to God I wasn't going 0-5. That was my big scare. You
were freaking out. You were texting all day on Sunday.
Yeah.
Like I could feel. Yeah, I could feel the emotion in your text message.
It was horrible. And I watched most of the Jet game, and it killed me. That
was tough. The Jets can never make any fucking game easy, man.
All right, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Let's not go crazy yet. I got a lot of thoughts on the Jets. It's the season so far. Trip, a fucking phenomenal 14-5-1.
Jesus.
I mean, these guys are doing the right thing by following you. I think
14-5-1.
We just let him go first today and then take all the same picks he has and just fuck with him.
Let's go with it. Let's go. We all win or we all lose.
Every gambler knows.
Yeah,
you're going to get hot. You're going to get ice cold. There's going to be a couple weeks in a row where I'm going to be down and out. I'm going to be flipping fucking coins trying to get a game.
Sure.
It's, it's streaks. You got to ride the streaks. Find a guy that's hot, ride him.
I'd like to see the downward spiral, but I mean, enjoy the 5-0 and the record right now because the record is really nice.
Phenomenal.
Right now.
Nice job. Then I'm in second, 9-2. And then we've got Kurt Money off of an abysmal week 4.
Did I go from first to third?
I think you did. I mean, it's early. The season's early.
It is early, but still.
9-10-1. So we're right there. We're right there in the basement together. So we're close.
All right. What's your record?
9-2.
Oh, all right.
Right there. And then Takeout Takes, not a good week for those folks.
They got to stop rooting for the home team.
They're 2-5 on the season so far. The Tampa Bay game.
Either we got to find better bars or better people, or I don't know, because they stink at this.
The only guy who won against the home team.
Yep.
Went against their bars team.
Well, we're going to give some rebounds this week and give the Kansas City Chiefs hometown bars the ability to redeem themselves. But I
Yes.
already know how this is going to go. It's their team again. So
I love KC.
all right, so let's get to the games from last week on our scorecards here. Start off with the Jets, and I'll start off. The Jets are a phenomenal football team. Kurt and I were stupid to...
No, we weren't stupid. We were not stupid. Don't even start with that.
We didn't listen to Tripp's
We didn't
computer.
listen to Tripp's computer.
So Kurt and I lose that. The Tennessee Titans were 7.5 point favorites. We lost. Tripp, one of his 5 great picks from last week, picked the New York Jets plus 7.5. Jets win the game outright.
Tennessee not having any wide receivers did not help.
Yeah.
I don't think that was the problem.
Come on. Derrick Henry still run for 150.
Yeah, should have kept giving him the ball.
Here's the thing about that game. Watching that game, something that I talked about in the preseason in the futures bet. These guys are playing for slot. They looked like they were having fun. Like the defense, they were hitting hard. They were gang tackling. They were whooping it up. And I was like, wow. For an 0-3 team, I mean, the fucking Jets, for a Jets team to look like that, I was, oh man, like these boys are into it.
They're all happy to have jobs.
I don't know.
They're all happy to have
players.
jobs.
That defense.
That guy, I'm telling you, he's going to get that defense cooking, and then it's a matter of time before he puts the pieces together. The fact that they're the Jets is definitely going to hinder them, of course, but I mean, you watch that game, and you're watching that game, like, holy shit, they got a chance here. They're playing at the end, and then they let Tennessee back in the game because they're the fucking Jets. But they closed it out. They finished it up. They needed a missed kick.
I mean, they didn't really close it out. There was a missed kick. It should have been a tie. It would, would have had a better draft pick, but they won.
First of many. All right, so that's the Jets game. We'll get to them in a little bit. I got a lot of hot takes on the Jets for this week. The New York Giants, who were also a terrible football team, same thing here. Kurt and I stupidly choose the New Orleans Saints at home. 7.5 point dogs. 7.5 point favorites to the Giants, and Tripp wins that one. Giants win outright.
The line sucked.
Overtime.
The line sucked for both games. We knew what we were doing when we picked the opposite team than the New York teams, and we lost.
Apparently, we didn't know. What was the stat? 67 and 42. 0 and 4.
67%. 67%.
Okay. We'll get to these teams, these local teams. Then in our flex picks, Kurt and Tripp, they're Kurt's only winner, the Baltimore Ravens, +1.
Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. And it was
out of
close.
Character for a lifetime Steelers
And
fan.
it was, I know. Yeah. But it was close for the whole first half too, and then they finally took them out.
Yeah. The Kansas City Chiefs, that was my first pick. That's a winner for me. Like I said, Andy Reid, not allowing that team.
Good pick on a rebound game.
Not allowing that team to go. Next pick, Kurt and I, the Minnesota Vikings, so I will no longer pick this whole entire season. I am completely done with that team. +2.
I like that pick too. I did like that game surprised shit on me.
I'm done with them.
And you said all that great stuff about Kirk Cousins, Cousins, and he played the exact same way we all thought he was.
Yeah.
They are who we thought they were.
Seriously, that was disappointing to the fact that it wasn't even a game.
Embarrassing. I'm done with that team. I'm done with saying they're the best 0-2 team.
I had no idea that game was on at 1:00. When the game ended, I said, "Oh, that was on at 1:00."
Nobody else did.
I had no idea.
It was 11-7 at one point.
Yeah.
It was awful.
That's the best you could say about it. And Tripp's second pick, the Arizona Cardinals, +4.5. Phenomenal pick.
Mm-hmm.
Looked great.
Great pick.
Continue to look great.
Yeah. You called Kyler Murray. You said it, right? It was you. It was you, Kyler Murray, the MVP pick?
Yep.
Guy plays at another level right now, man. He's Michael Vick in 04. That's the way he looks. That's the way he's been playing. They were great.
He's good. As long as he doesn't get hurt, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
The worse my record gets, the more I want to start talking about fantasy. So I got Kyler Murray in multiple leagues. I feel great about it. Anyways, pick 3, Kurt Money, the San Francisco 49ers, -2.5.
I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. That was another game that was a horrible game. That game was almost as bad as the Minnesota game. There was a little bit more scoring. That's it. I mean, San Francisco, Seattle didn't even do anything in the fourth quarter, and they still won.
Yeah,
it was awful. It was absolutely awful. And I don't know what's up with Ayuk. Like that guy was like all over the place last year.
Kittle too. Kittle
well, he's hurt at least as some sort of an excuse.
I still don't understand what they're doing with Garoppolo and Trey Lance.
Well, Garoppolo's hurt. He's hurt now.
Yeah. Well, now that's it.
They're going to turn it over to Trey Lance now.
And he's whatever. I said the same thing about Heineke, but he did all right.
Then I'm going to leave the crown jewel of the week for last. But my fifth pick. The Green Bay Packers are starting to get into a rhythm. -6.5 points. I win that. And then the golden pick of the week, the Jacksonville Jaguars on Thursday night.
I was texting them all night too.
+7.
I was texting them all night. By halftime, I was like, "You got this in the bag. You got a 28-point league."
You tried to jinx that so many times.
I did
That's all I
not.
kept feeling when you were doing it.
Listen.
I know you were here by yourself.
I was here. The one thing is, though, I'm going to be honest. Right now, I'm rooting for everybody to do well, so we look good. I mean, that's the honest truth. It's the honest truth. It was a good pick.
It's a great pick.
And I would have totally went Cincinnati if I thought I was able to bet the Thursday night game.
I'll tell you, when they didn't punch in at the end of the first half there to go up 21-0, I got nervous. I said, "Fuck, that's a big deal." Like, I like the call. It's an aggressive call. You're an 0-3 team. I did like the call to go for it, but geez, you got to put it in there.
Yeah.
And then the Bengals came out. It was like, oh, we remember how to play football now.
Mm-hmm.
Up and down the field the entire second half, and I was just praying for a cover.
I'll tell you, but Burrows is impressing me every game.
Yeah.
Every game.
And then the coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars couldn't find his way out of Ohio.
He didn't want to leave.
Found himself in some trouble.
He didn't want to leave. He didn't even fly back with the team. It's like, nah, I'm going to stay.
I have some thoughts on Urban Meyer.
You want to hold off?
I'll hold off.
All right. Okay.
Not a huge fan.
He just had to get on the plane. That's all he had to do.
So the thing is, like, the one angle, I'm like, it doesn't look that bad. You know, the other, like, where are your hands?
Alternate angle.
And then takeout takes. We talked about the game of the week. Tom Brady coming home to Gillette, to Foxborough, Tampa Bay, 6.5 point favorites, but don't cover the spread. Still get the job done. It rained.
Yeah,
a lot.
That was one of the games I was very ill prepared for. I took the Bucks at night. It wasn't my pick on the show, but I threw the bet in. I took the Bucks, and then the game opened up. I said, "Fuck!" I had no idea it was a monsoon. I should have known that. I definitely should have known that it was going to be that kind of weather.
Bill Belichick called that in, by the way. I don't know if you knew
it's
that.
amazing.
That's why I did say I said I like the Pats.
Yeah,
I went with the
spread.
coach.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the spread, you're like, the Bucks got to be getting more, man. They got to be. It made no sense. When the spread makes no sense, you can't figure out you got to go against it. Then you have to say this doesn't make sense. I didn't. All right, Vegas, you got me there. I should have known better.
And Mac Jones did the standard short passes, all short.
Right. Guys, as of right now, as a rookie, he's a great game manager. He's doing what he has to do.
Exactly.
Great job.
Exactly.
Josh McDaniel's not asking him to do too much. They're not asking him to win the games. Great game playing. As boring as it was also exciting to watch.
And they use both of the expensive tight ends, which they haven't done really this year.
And I mean, listen, Antonio Brown catches two touchdown passes, doesn't drop them.
Yep.
It's a completely different ball game.
Gronk plays, it's a different ball game too.
Absolutely.
Breaks the record. I think that's it for our bet, So that's where we're at. Tripp's got a dominant lead to start the year.
Yeah, we got some work. We got some
work
catching up to do.
I would also like to say I appreciate if everybody would follow my college football pick show that's going to be coming up this weekend because I am absolutely dominating.
You did kick ass. Yeah. I saw that, and you did kick ass.
4 weeks in a row.
As we wrap up week 5, some stats on week up until now so far in the season. NFL underdogs 38-26. They're hitting 59% against the spread this season. Underdogs this week was 8-8. It's the first week so far this season that underdogs didn't win. They
things are starting to even out.
They're starting to come around. Sports books across the country cleaned up Sunday night. It was the largest take for sports books on a Sunday night NFL game, or I think an NFL game other than the playoffs.
Makes sense.
In history, because so much money and so many prop bets, myself included, you included, on Tom Brady, on the Bucks. Sports books cleaned up.
I almost texted you and I was like, what is Mac Jones for 2 TDs? Like I almost did, but like everything else. I
gave back all of that college football money on Sunday night.
Kurt Money don't have no money.
Barely could afford that Baker Mayfield jersey.
Kurt, I need money.
It took 5 weeks to get here, but thank God it got here in time.
Couldn't pay for the expedited shipping.
Oh shit! Should I do my money shot?
All right, so that's a wrap on our week 4 bet. Again, congrats to Trip. He's already took the suit jacket off. He's ready for
it's too
this
hot,
week.
Yeah.
He's back.
Took it off real quick.
Yeah. Any other takeaways from this week? I watched every single game. Shout outs to Ralph DeFalco, who has a fantastic basement bar.
And you still only went 2 and 3, so now it's got to
What the fuck
affect.
does that have to do with me watching games?
I'm just
this
saying it's
weekend?
got to affect this week. Like
yeah,
you
now
got
I'm
to
going
do.
fucking 5-0.
All right, let's see it. You're gonna have to wear a suit jacket
Let's go. No, I'm just going back to the wine.
and drink some wine.
All
Exactly.
right, I need some money shots. Let's go.
All right, money shots. You ready? Hope it's not too long. Zach Wilson came to life against a horrible Tennessee secondary. Way to build some hope. Urban Meyer is so unaccustomed to losing. After 4 straight, he wants to be great at it. So now he's trying to lose his wife as well.
Oh, wow. Love it.
Tripp took my advice on the Saints, and I didn't. Who dat? Browns defense is for real. I'm wearing the shirt to prove it. Chiefs defense, on the other hand, is like Swiss cheese. Houston, what can we say? 4 interceptions by some dude named Davis Mills and 104 total yards. Embarrassing. Maybe they shouldn't have made such a big deal about a few Watson hand jobs, right?
Wow.
Ooh.
Ravens are becoming boring to watch. The Magic has left Big Ben. Teardrop. Is there a Diggs Island being constructed in Dallas? 4 games, 4 interceptions. To all commentators, I am already tired of the sentence fragment, hurts to Ertz. Bill Belichick and the Pats held Tom Brady from throwing a TD pass, or was it the rain? I'm not a fan of all these running backs and wide receivers wearing quarterback numbers.
Hate it.
San Francisco beat Seattle in every stat category, and it still wasn't a game. To all Jets fans, Sam Darnold leads the league in rushing TDs. And finally, which is more amazing, Zona being the best football team or the Bills having 2 shutouts in 4 games?
Mm.
Money shots! That's how I have to. It's kind of like saying, ow.
You need some music to that.
I do need music to that.
Those are good.
A little jazz music.
The Bills thing's big. I mean, the Bills are fucking in.
2 shutouts. That's impressive.
That's
really-
impressive.
that doesn't happen, man.
It doesn't happen, but they haven't really beat anybody yet.
No.
Yeah.
This is going to be a big week.
Yeah,
and we'll get to that
absolutely.
definitely later, but this is a big week.
Yeah.
We're getting there. Now is when I'm going to start feeling more comfortable about my picks. You guys all love the... Why are you making faces like that?
Because you're in this tight ass jersey. You're definitely not feeling comfortable.
I'm not wearing this.
That's not
again.
tight.
It's not loose.
It's not that tight. It's not-
I showed you tight.
It's not loose. You did. And you're going to wear that soon.
Oh, yeah.
I got crushed on prop bets this weekend too. Like the tight window of when you can get a prop bet in really puts me. I was driving and putting prop bets in at the same time. Terrible combination.
Man, you loved Brady and
Yep.
Tampa Bay. It was amazing.
Well, I wasn't driving for those. I was just drunk for those. Like I had Josh Allen over 2.5 touchdowns. I had like Zach Wilson over 7.5. I'm like, how could he not get 7.5 rushing yards? I'll tell you how he couldn't get it. When you're drinking a Slurpee on Vets Highway, driving north. That's not a good time to make decisions. And this guy's like, I made all my bets at the bar. I'm like, do you work for a fucking coffee shop? Are you serious?
It's a bar.
All right. Anything else for week 4? That's it. We're done.
No,
Curse
let's
money
go. Let's
shots
move
is a
on.
wrap. All
What's
right.
up? Let's make money in week 5.
All right, we're coming back with the local teams who, thankfully, or not thankfully, we're out of the mercy rule for that. I think we just come back to like, if they lose 5 games in a row, they're out.
I agree with that
Or
totally.
should we do 4 games in a row?
I mean,
I think 4 in a row.
What
4
would
in a
they
row
be?
from now.
4 in a row.
They'd be 1-9 if they had to lose 5. 1-8 is
Whatever.
fine.
At any point during the season, they lose 4 games in a row, they're out. But now they're relevant again, and
Oh,
I got
shit.
a lot of hot takes.
Jets is going to stunt this weekend.
So we're coming back to local teams, and then we're coming back with our picks for week 5. All right, so we're back for week 5, NFL season, flying by. You would think at this point we would have a better grip on everything. Everybody else except Tripp doesn't really seem to have that grip.
Tripp's got a grip. But I will say, I didn't even expect that to rhyme. I will say that in a couple more weeks, we're going to be like, holy shit, it's week 8. It's week fucking 12.
I hear
It
week
goes
5.
so
like, that's
fast.
Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
Steve Francesa.
Goes-
Every week he would do his picks, and he's like, week 6. I can't believe it's week 6 already. This is crazy.
Dog.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dog.
In a league where they play for pay.
All right, here we go. We can't get rid of the locals. So we
can't. They
need to
won.
pick the locals.
They won.
We're going to start off with the New York Jets this week. I will start it off. The New York Jets are going to foggy London town this weekend. So you're going to get early Sunday morning. Like it's going to be like you live on the West Coast, which I'm so jealous of, this fact that NFL starts at like 10 o'clock out there. The Jets are playing the terrible Atlanta Falcons. They are 3-point dogs in foggy London town. As a Jet fan, I will start off and I will say,
I already know where you're going with this, which is great.
after what I saw last week, I just have one thing to say. The New York Jets are going to make the playoffs this year.
He's not serious, right?
No.
That's just like love.
Yeah.
That's
100%. 100%. There's only one thing getting in the way, and I'll get to that later.
Their roster.
We're going to London.
They had 7 running backs run the ball last week.
Listen, you're really fucking up my rhythm right here. We're going to London. We're going to Big Ben. We're going to eat some fish and chips, right?
Mhm.
Maybe some blood sausage. I don't know if that's a London thing or not. Is it? Or is that like
Sure.
a German thing? One. That's it
Yeah.
from there? All right, cool. We're going to be blood sausage. We're going to be listening to the Beatles all fucking weekend long. And we're coming back to New York. We're going to have 2 straight wins heading into our bye week. And I'm so confident. I'm going to go rogue on this pick. Like when our picks come out this week, there will not be a spread on my pick. I'm taking the New York Jets money line.
Holy shit.
They are going to beat the Atlanta Falcons at 6 a.m. on Sunday morning.
Like, does that count? Like, if they only win by 2? I mean,
no,
I'm sorry.
I'm fuck the spread. Money line.
Oh, because
I'm
they're the
going rogue.
underdogs. I'm
This
sorry.
guy picked the Jaguars for Thursday night game without saying anything. I didn't even bring it up to us last week. So I can do whatever I want at this point. I'm
true.
gonna take
It's true.
I'm gonna take the fucking Dodgers or something. It doesn't matter.
You're going money line.
Go
Jets.
money line.
Holy shit.
If you would let me get on your shoulders right now and do the Jets chant, I would.
Oh my God.
Holy shit. You better bring your fireman's hat if they win.
I got to get one of those.
God, it's like every Jet fan. They get this
Yeah.
way. It's
unreal.
amazing.
I saw a flash of brilliance, and the way that kid throws the ball on the run.
The way Tennessee missed that field goal
Yeah.
for the tie from 35
The way
yards
they
out.
gave up an 80-yard drive to tie the game. In the
Jesus
Whatever,
fourth
man.
quarter.
Let's fucking go.
Christ.
Jets money line in London.
All right,
over the
I'll
Falcons.
jump in because I hate that pick and that's stupid. I'm going the same way I went last week and know that it's going to turn around right. Atlanta has a better offense. They have a horrible defense, which is whatever. They'll be able to score on the Jets. They have a better offense. I'm going Atlanta. London games suck.
Let's hold on a second. Do we understand what happened with the Jets defense last week?
What they do?
What did they do?
Yeah, what did they
They
do?
rushed the quarterback 16 times. They had 7 sacks in that game.
Okay. All right.
We'll
Matt
see.
Ryan is
Matt Ryan's a fucking statue.
He's going down the slide, but he still
he's
has
going down the
offense.
slide.
He has offensive
He's
weapons.
at the bottom of the slide. He's shitting himself at the bottom of the slide. Right
I can't believe we're spending 8 minutes on the
Seriously.
fucking
I mean,
Jets
seriously.
Falcons game.
You're going Jets money line. I'm going Atlanta plus what? -3, +3. What am I? I just
Oh my
kicked the
God.
microphone. Jesus Christ! I'm blaming it on the Browns jersey.
we got to start this earlier.
It is late.
All right, Trip,
The
take us
Falcons
home
are
on
going to be
it.
-3.
All right, -3. Still taking them.
I'm going to take the Jets +3.
See?
Good.
Not the money line.
Good.
No. I'm taking the points, and that's because Kurt said it. London games are awful.
They are.
I'm expecting just a tight, close, awful, ugly game. So give me the points. I could care less. Whoever was the underdog here, whoever's getting points, I was taking.
Yeah.
So I'm giving the 3 points. That's
Matty
what I'm gonna go
Ryan
with.
is looking for a job on another team. He will throw the ball heavily.
Yeah. I'm going to take Team X plus whatever points. That's what I'm taking.
I feel like the Dolphins are like, they love going to London too.
Well, that's, yeah.
They're often underdogs.
So the
in London.
Jags.
Yeah, exactly. What, they just put the worst teams out there?
Of course
Wait, what?
they do. Hey, you want to waste a home game in London? Sure.
All right, enough with the playoff bound New York Jets. On to the New York Giants. The Giants are huge division game. They're going to Dallas. They're 7-point underdogs to the Dallas Cowboys. We'll start off a Trip. Who you got here?
Like he didn't expect it.
Yeah.
I did not expect that.
I went 5-0.
I'm going to take the Giants with the 7. I love divisional games with points, so I'm going to take the Giants getting the 7. I also like road teams are hitting at 57% this year. Not a huge number. Obviously, that's trending back towards the mean, but I'm going to take that. Also, visiting teams in their second game of a back-to-back away week.
What?
So they had an away game. Now they're going to another away game. They're hitting at 11-2 against the spread so far this season. So give me those 2 stat numbers in my favor. Give me a divisional game with the points. I'm taking the Giants +7. Their offense looks also throw in the fact that the Cowboys are giving up, I believe, it's 4.7 yards per rush. Saquon kind of turned it on last week. Seemed like they kind of know what they're doing.
All right, so that he just said that, I'll do my impression of every Giant fan this weekend. Saquon Barkley, over 100 scrimmage yards, 2 TDs, awesome. Galladay, over the century mark, awesome. Danny Dimes, 402 yards, awesome. I'm taking Dallas, -7, okay? It's up to you now. Taking Dallas.
Yeah, I'm with you. I still think the fucking Giants suck.
But the Jets are playoff bound.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah. The Giants are in the top 10 in offenses in the NFL.
I think Dallas, I think Dallas wins by 10. Give me the Cowboys. I hate both of these teams so much, though, even though
so do I. But you know what? Dallas is running pretty well.
Yeah, Dax is cooking. Zeke had a good week. I like the defense. I mean, Diggs out there. This guy's got, 5 picks?
Yeah.
Micah Parsons.
Four and four
games.
All right. Micah Parsons is playing every single, but he's playing what? He's a
book.
D lineman. Is he a linebacker? Who knows?
Yep.
He's rushing the shit out of the quarterback.
Yeah, except the rest of the defense can't stop the run.
Fuck the Giants.
Okay.
And their old school mustached fan base. I hate them. All of them.
Mustache fan base. Dallas.
All
Dallas going against the New York teams again. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't, next week might be different.
All right. I might just take every one of Sean's picks at this point.
How about we talk? The thing about the Giants that does scare you, though, and if you're a Giant fan, this should scare you. You know their GM hates analytics. Joe Judge came out again this week and just bashed analytics. Just said that, I don't need that. I know football. I know this and that. Hey, if you follow Warren Sharp, who's probably one of the smartest NFL guys, he's literally contracted by multiple NFL teams to come in and break down numbers and stats. If I bought his preseason book, which is 500 pages, and it's more stats than any nerd could deal with. He shows correlation between if you do this, then you have success here.
Right.
Over the last, I want to say 10 years. And it's very obvious that these two things are directly related. And Joe Judge is like, yeah, fuck it. Okay.
I mean,
throw those out the window. Listen, I think they're a talented offense. I think that they could be good. Obviously, it took the Giants this week, but that's got to scare the shit out of you. Your head coach is just refusing to go by any sort of stats.
I think analytics ruined baseball a little bit. So, I mean, I could make a long conversation about that. But I understand it, and I would take the advice. But I'm okay with him saying that. I'm okay with him just going rogue and just being a coach the way he wants to coach. But I get it. Your computer's right most of the time. So
I think what's interesting about Joe Judge is I don't know that I've ever seen as quick of a slip fall from grace as this coach is about to experience. Everybody loved this guy last year going into the season, and he's putting his foot in his mouth week over week.
They needed to win one of those first 3 games. They really did.
The GM is a fucking clown shoe, and now the coach is becoming a problem also. It's they're headed for a complete overhaul again.
They're going to rebuild again.
And the quarterback's gone. It's coming. You see it, you know?
I mean, what's great about football is that 1-3 sounds totally different than 2-2. You know what I mean? And that's crazy. It's only one game. 3-4 sounds so much different than 4-3. It's just all these, just this one game, these 2 games. If he just won one of those first 3 games at sitting 2-2 going to Dallas, the pressure is off already. You know what I mean? compared to last year. Yeah. So.
I don't know. Like Yogi Berra said, it's getting late early,
It's true.
All right. So our picks for this week. Trip, the winner of last week. Again, we'll say it one more time, 5-0.
God, I'm against both of his picks already, so I gotta.
Who you got first?
I gotta troll something.
All right. My first pick, I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans -4 over the Jacksonville Jaguars. The reason for that is the Titans just lost to apparently the playoff-bound Jets. It's unbelievable. Now they're playing the winless Jags. If you think Mike Vrabel is going to allow that team to not show up against the Jags, you're crazy. Add in that Urban Meyer and all his bullshit. Urban Meyer, you fucking complete trash bag. You're 0-4, and you don't get on the goddamn plane with your team to go back to Jacksonville.
It's crazy.
I understand it's a long week for you guys. You're giving guys off. You can't even get on the plane to go with your guys. How do you go into the locker room and look grown ass men in the face. When you're working in college and you're coaching college, that's fine. You're dealing with kids. You're dealing with 18, 19, 20-year-old kids. Different story. You're dealing with 25, 26-year-old multimillionaires. You're dealing with 30-year-old men that have been in this league for years. There's not a fucking guy on that roster that respects him. Your own owner came out today and said he does not respect you, that you need to earn his respect back. You are a human fucking trash bag. You know how I know that? Because of your resume and your career. While you were at Florida, that you're so heralded for this at Florida, here's what you did. 31 players arrested in 6 seasons. You hid alleged drug failures. Percy Harvin, Spikes, Aaron Hernandez, failed allegedly. This is all alleged. Failed drug tests, and then instead of being suspended or in trouble, you pretended that they were hurt in their first game against Hawaii. Percy Harvin attacked the wide receiver coach, choked him out, tackled him on the ground. What did you do? You made him do up downs. The coach then quit. And he didn't even come see you in his office because he doesn't respect you enough to quit. He left you a note and his keys to the locker room and said, "I'm done," on the note, and walked out. Then he went to LSU. You then manipulated your roster with injuries. You had guys in walking boots on the sideline because they had failed drug tests. So rather than admit to a failed drug test, you pretended like they were injured so the drug test wouldn't be valid because they were on some sort of medication for their injury. They were put in walking boots. Again, this is very alleged. 3-game suspension for Carlos Hyde for smacking a woman in the face in a bar on video. He got a 3-game suspension.
Urban Meyer loves bars.
Loves going to the bars. We're not there yet. We're not even there yet. Then he goes to Ohio State. He hires Zach Smith, who has a decade-long abuse allegations against his wife, beginning with while his wife was pregnant. He failed to report any of this coach's domestic abuse. Said, fuck it. He had the assistant coach's wife come to him and his wife and say, "Hey, this guy's hitting me. He's beating on me. Can we do something about it?"
Jesus.
And what did you do?
Seriously.
You erased the text messages. Fuck you.
Jaguars owner right now is like,
Then you lied to the investigating committee.
Billions?
You lied to the investigating committee after everybody else had told the truth. You got caught lying. What did they do to him? He got suspended 3 games. So then you get sick again, just like you did in Florida when all the shit hit the fan. Aaron Hernandez, biggest piece of shit that ever played in the NFL. And that's saying a lot because there's a ton of fucking
Aaron
stuff
Hernandez was part of his team?
in Florida.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
That was
They got murdered people.
You know how he hid the Aaron Hernandez stuff? He
No.
made Tim Tebow room with Aaron Hernandez. Were they sleeping together? I don't know. But they made a room together so that Tim Tebow could look after Aaron Hernandez. So he was well aware of all Aaron Hernandez's gang involvement and all this stuff like that. He was in trouble many times and Urban covered it up. They had their leadership trust, their in-circle trust. And if you were in his inner circle, all he did was bail you out every single time. So now he's at Ohio State and you have another mystery illness again. So you have to step down. So what does Ohio State do? They accept your resignation, and then they ask you to go teach a leadership course so that they can pay you a $400,000 salary to teach this leadership course. Guess what, Urban? I know somebody personally that was in that course, and you're a fucking idiot because you had no idea what you're talking about in that course. All you talked about was football. They said this guy could not teach about anything else besides football. Kids would ask questions. He couldn't do that. The entire course was him talking about pregame speeches. That was his leadership course. You're not a leader. You were never a leader. You're not a leader among men. You don't make great men.
Shit.
So you leave Ohio State because you get caught with all these abuse allegations, and the Jacksonville Jaguars hire you. So what's the first thing you do as a new hire of the Jacksonville Jaguars? You hire Chris Doyle. Chris Doyle, a coach that was fired from Iowa. Why was this guy fired from Iowa?
Why would he live in Iowa?
Allegations of racism, abuse, and bullying. Chris Doyle put 12 guys in the hospital for his quote-unquote conditioning drills. Blatantly racist to all the black players on Iowa. Urban Meyer hires him. The media goes after Urban and says, "What are you hiring this guy for? Look at his past. This guy should be run out of football. We don't need this kind of guy in football." Urban Meyer's quote, "I vet everybody and I look in their backgrounds, and this one's on me." Chris Doyle's a stand-up guy. What happens 24 hours later? Chris Doyle says, "You're right. I need to go fix myself." And he
Holy
resigns.
I thought he was going to be nice to Urban Meyer because he got him a victory this week.
Oh, no. I'll take that victory. And now we're going to finish up with what you did this weekend. I got no problem with what you did in the bar. I didn't even care about that. I mean, people in glass houses shouldn't throw rocks. I'm throwing a rock from my glass house right now. You're a scumbag. What happened in the bar is fine with me. You want to go out, you want to party, I don't give a shit about that. But the fact that you couldn't even fly down with your team, the Jags are done playing for this guy. Urban Meyer does not last through the season. If USC hires him, they're crazy. If the Jags keep him longer than the next 6 weeks, they're crazy. And I know that the prevailing thought about Urban Meyer is he's always been waiting for that Notre Dame job. I'm a huge Notre Dame fan. If Notre Dame hires this guy, I will never watch another game while he's there. That's how I feel about this man. You're a piece of shit. Give me the Tennessee Titans -4.
I will say he has hated Urban Meyer since our pregame show.
Yeah, the guy's a fucking bag of trash.
Shit, I don't know fucking dick about him because I don't watch college fucking football, but all right.
When I saw the video come out, I thought it was actually Trevor Lawrence that it was rubbing up on him. I couldn't tell the difference. But, you know. I was like, oh.
That's how we won the starting job.
Yeah, they're enjoying a nice night out in downtown Cincinnati. Or
Isn't it amazing that nobody's talking about Trevor Lawrence? If he was on the Jets or the Giants, it would be top news. And nobody's talking about this kid.
Yeah, but that's a little bit of the problem with being a quarterback in this town.
I get it. I get it.
You get it worse, but
still, number one pick for 2 years. You know what I mean? Like everybody knew he was going to be the number one pick.
I remember him playing in the Under Armour High School All-American game. He played with a kid from Lindenhurst.
Yeah,
crazy.
He played with that kid. He looked like shit in that game, but they would talk about the kid like he's a future number one pick. They knew it then. The kid's coming out of high school.
It's nuts.
It's a solid pick. I fucking hate the Jaguars.
I don't even remember what the pick was. What was the pick?
Titans -4.
Okay.
Titans -4.
I'll take it.
Very good.
Yeah, the Jaguars. It's a tough situation. It's a tough situation down there.
My next pick.
No. We're going separate. Should I jump in?
Please.
You want me to jump in? Because I'm not playing that game.
No, I'll go next. You were last. You go last.
All right, fine. I mean, you don't have to keep on repeating it.
The Cleveland Browns are going to play the Los Angeles. You really fucked me up with that whole speech.
That was a long speech.
I'm sorry. I had to get it off my chest.
It was good. I mean, because if he does get fired, it'll be great.
Bill Simmons and Cousin Sal have a little bit of a wager they're trying to get on FanDuel. That's the number of weeks spread between Urban Meyer leaving the Jaguars and Ben Roethlisberger no longer being the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think it's amazing.
That's horrible.
Is it 3 weeks?
I can't
the 3 weeks spread between when he's no longer the head coach?
Like when he first started saying Urban Meyer is not going to last the season, I'm like, come on, everybody lasts the season. That's crazy. It's going to be nuts if it really happens. And you can make one more speech when that happens.
All right. The Cleveland Browns are headed to L.A.
Fuck the Browns. Right. Sorry.
They are going up against the Chargers. The Chargers are 1-point favorites at home to the Cleveland Browns. The Browns got issues. I mean, we should have all known better when everyone had them as their preseason darling with not much to back that up. They've got injury problems.
Baker Mayfield sucks.
And Justin Herbert is just getting comfortable. It feels like he's getting in a groove out there in LA. And I saw a piece today where this kid, he was in third grade, and he had to fill out one of those things where like, what do you want to be when you grow up? This kid said he wanted to be a professional football player and he wanted to play for the Chargers.
Shit.
Damn. He's got crystals. He manifested that shit.
He's got crystals.
Manifested. And I'm buying, I'm in on it. The Dolphins fans, like Tripp, are not happy. The line is questionable. I don't understand the line at all. They should be at least 4-point favorites, the Chargers at home.
I mean, it's heavy because they made the playoffs last year. I think that's what they're riding on still.
I found a Chromebook in my closet over here, and I want to give you guys a stat. The Chargers are 27-19 when they're playing against a team in October. That's name is also found on the color wheel.
Oh, okay.
So the Browns are on the left side of the color wheel.
That's an amazing stuff.
I'm going to lay the 1 point with the Bolts at home. I mean, you look great in that fucking Baker Mayfield jersey, but
I'm actually happy that you picked the Chargers.
Give me the Chargers -1 at home against the Browns.
Well, Can I jump in there? Because my second pick is this game as well.
Okay.
All right.
I'm taking the Cleveland Browns.
Oh,
Nice. I love it.
So I'm taking the Browns. My road teams, especially road dogs. Oh my God. The stat that I said before, I'm taking them again. The Browns are off a back-to-back road. +1. Again, the spread makes no sense. It should be higher. I agree with you there. When the spread doesn't make sense, I'm learning.
What does Vegas know?
I'm learning from my mistake last week. I think the Browns defense is for real. That defense looked great last week.
I agree with that. But if the spread should be higher, why would you go with the Browns?
Because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
Something
All right.
something
So
fishy. It's a rat fucking line. When you look at the board, just like the Buccaneers on Sunday night, it's a fucking rat line. I don't like it. I think that defense is fucking for real. Give me the fucking Browns. Give me the Browns. Give me that Tom Brady jersey on the big guy.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Nice jump in there. I like
It's
that.
so tight. You have no idea how tight it is. It's great. All right, let me get a pick in. Let me get a goddamn pick in.
What do you got?
All right, I don't have too many notes on it, but I know they could score some points. I'm going Philly being underdogs in Carolina. I just think Carolina is not as good as they are. Like, not as good as their record is. They don't have their number one player. Philly could score. They can't stop anybody, but I don't think Carolina is good enough that you need to stop them all the time. So I'm taking the 3.5 points. I'm taking Philly. I looked at it, saw it, won it.
Oh man, you're on your way to a fucking 0-5 week with that pick.
There is
What?
something I said, I believe it was last week I said about Jalen Hurts. I said he stinks. Guy doesn't stink. Guy's been playing well.
I
He
mean,
doesn't stink.
listen,
That's a rough game. Like that's a ballsy game to pick.
it's a rough game, but they played KC okay. They were still in the area, and I don't think Carolina's that good.
I
They're
don't
not
either.
that
And I
good.
don't think Rule's that great of a coach.
Carolina's
Not
not
sold.
that good without McCaffrey.
No,
You
they're
know?
not that good, and they're going to start knowing that Darnold is going to run the ball at the goal line. So I'm taking the points.
I don't think that's by design.
Okay.
You don't think it's by design?
No, I don't think they're trying to make Darnold a rushing quarterback.
No, I don't think they're trying to make him a quarterback, but he's been doing it every week.
He has.
Instead of just handing the ball off.
Yes.
So, I mean, listen, they lose by 3. I still win. This is the game that we're playing, right?
All right.
I
yeah.
also hate Darnold's face.
I'm rooting for him.
I always thought he was pompous. as
I have
shit,
no
but
problem.
I think it's just a California
I was
thing.
gathered up with a longtime Jets fan this Sunday, and we both agree. I'm rooting for him. I hope he does well.
You're not talking about Ralphie Boy, are you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, longtime Jets, Ravens, and
Ravens,
Steelers fan.
Steelers, Jets fan. Right. Okay. Just making sure we're talking about the right guy.
All right. I lost track of where we are.
I just said I'm going Philly plus 3.5.
All right. So who goes next?
I think let's go back to back. Kurt, you got my pick because you got my second pick there.
All right. So,
All right, you want me to go again?
Yeah, let's just
I'm
we
going to
can
go
pick opposite. Go
crazy
ahead.
on this one because I got so mad at the Vikings. And we got, are they the only 0-4 team in the league, Detroit?
Yes.
Are they the only ones? I'm going with them.
No,
no,
Jacksonville.
Jaguars.
Oh, fuck the Jaguars. We all hate Urban Meyer, right? That's what we've come to.
We've established
We've established all of that with the monologue. I am taking Detroit. I think they played off their game. I think Swift was not involved at all last week. Goff is not this bad. They got to get a W. He's not this bad. He went to the Super Bowl. You're shaking your head, JK.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, you said they played off their game. They have to understand that you can't go for it every time, Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
There was several times
You're on your own 40.
You're right.
They could have clawed back in this game. They're down by 10. They're in field goal range, 4th down on the 10-yard line. Kick the field goal. Let's just keep playing. It's a one-score game.
Yeah.
Fuck it. We're going for it. It's like they were in the game. They should have been. It should have been a lot closer.
Yep.
But some bad coaching decisions there.
Pretty much tired of the Vikings and them not playing up to their capabilities.
But they just play tight games.
Super disappointed at only scoring 7 against Cleveland. Okay, I'm disappointed.
Oh my God.
I think
that game was so boring.
it was super boring.
It was so boring.
But I think Detroit's going to be able to put numbers on the board. I think they're going to run the ball better. And I'm just once again kind of like Philly against Carolina. I'm taking points here.
Points, yeah.
I'm,
7.5 division
I'm
game.
trying to make it fun, trying to make it good. 7.5. They could still lose. I still win.
I'm gonna
with
put that
you.
on my board as well. I like that.
That
Not my
game?
pick. Not my
Oh,
pick.
okay,
But
okay.
I'll take it on Sunday possibly.
I like it.
If
The
that's-
Vikings are done. I'm done with them.
They're not done, but they're going to play another tight game. They're addicted to tight. They're the Chargers of the last couple of years. Remember Rivers?
Yep.
It would always be 4:00.
Yeah.
start. It'd be 6 o'clock, 6:30, and you're like, oh, Philip Rivers, one score. He's trying to drive the team again, screaming at everybody. That's how this Vikings team looks. Like they're in a tight game every single week now. And I like the Vikings.
I like the Vikings too. They just last week really pissed me off because I'm wearing this jersey now because of it. And I said last week, I said Baker Mayfield's going to be the one that has to win it. I don't even think he fucking played. If he didn't have Hunt and Chubb, he'd be a totally different quarterback.
Yep.
The best thing he did was that slide.
Yeah.
If you have that video, he slides in. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I fucking hate him.
All right, so you got 2 picks in. I got two picks in. I've only got one. Here's my next one. The Green Bay Packers are traveling to Ohio. They're going to play the Cincinnati Bengals. Green Bay is 3-point underdogs.
Can't believe it.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
3-point favorites.
But what do they do well?
No.
Other than Aaron Rodgers, what do they do well?
No, Green Bay's 3-point favorites.
They're 3-point favorites.
All right. Let me get into what they're going to do.
Okay, no, so I'm trying to cue you up here. Let's go.
All right. I don't want to talk about fantasy, but here's one thing that's going on for me.
That's twice you brought it up.
I know. Joey Burrow.
Yankees hit a home run. Oh, no, it's
no.
foul. Sorry.
Right, great. Wow. You guys
Oh, no, he's trotting the bases.
Rizzo, my Nizzo. All right. Joe Burrow and his old college roommate look like they're having a ton of fun out there. They're destroying fantasy.
They're pretty good.
100%.
They're great.
I believe you picked him over one pick before me. I'm very upset about that. But go ahead.
Who, Chase?
That one,
Yeah. I actually texted him. I said, "You motherfucker."
I'm all of a sudden finding myself liking the Bengals, but I'm all in on the Packers right now. I love Sean's trips, whatever, his pick for the Packers to go. I think that they're just A-Rod and Devontae. They're out to prove something.
In 2 weeks, you just switched it and said, I think they're going to fucking.
I mean, this is the first week I watched the whole weekend of football. So.
That is true.
They're out to prove something.
The host of the football show every week.
So
decided week 4, he's going to watch.
Yeah. So I went searching for stats. Green Bay, 103. 100 wins and 3 losses when Wisconsin cheddar cheese is on sale. In the one Kroger store outside of Lambeau, the same weekend that the Packers are on the road. 103.
That was amazing.
Well, you can't put it on sale when they're home. Everyone's going to be there.
That's what I'm saying. Amazing stat.
That was amazing.
Give me A-Rod. Give me his haircut from True Detective. I'm riding with the Packers in Cincy. I'm going to beat the Bengwads by 3.
The Bengwads. I fully agree. I think it's a good pick. I like that pick. I really like that pick. Trip, you got to go first because everybody's got 2 now.
Okay. Again, I don't know if we're supposed to do this, but I'm going to take the Sunday night game.
No, that's fine. Just
I know
Thursday is fucking stupid.
You jumping in with takeout takes?
Was it though? Yeah. I said a couple weeks ago we were unsure of the Kansas City team. Usually you take them early. They're super hot early. And he reads on his shit. He's got 1,000 new plays. Then they came out first 2 games. They kind of looked iffy. You can go back, look at the tapes. I said, stay away from Kansas City until they click, until they switch it. They did last week.
1 week?
Yes. Honestly, this offense has a problem. If you lock down Tyreek Hill, they have a problem because you take away their big play.
Yes.
I have trouble thinking that he's going to be locked down. I want Kansas City minus 2.5. I think KC wins big. I understand it's going to be a great game. Everyone's looking forward to it.
You think KC wins big?
Yes, I do. Yeah. I don't think the Bills are there yet, man.
Okay.
I don't.
I mean, 2 shutouts.
I think Andy Reid has been prepping. He was sitting in his hospital bed and he's like, "Yeah, we got this game this week. Fuck. Well, I'm going to concentrate on the Bills game." He's been looking forward to this. I'm telling you, the Chiefs, ride the Chiefs for the next 2-3 weeks. They're going to cover. Ride the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs minus 2.5.
I'm going to jump in here. The Buffalo Bills are an absolute juggernaut. They're the only team standing in the way of the New York Jets making the Super Bowl at this point.
I can't. I'm trying not to laugh so hard this week, and you keep on bringing up the Jets. And I can't stop laughing.
I absolutely loved the Chiefs last week. I thought there was no way that Andy Reid was going to let them get to that 1-3 record. I love the Bills this week.
This is a totally different week.
Love the Bills this week.
You think
Chiefs are done?
2-3. Andy Reid's going to be 2-3.
He's going to be 2-3.
Okay.
The Chiefs, they're hitting them. They're hitting their stride. everybody's going to say they're playing mediocre teams, but they're just feasting on them to get to where they are today.
It's going to be a great game.
They're just getting started.
Can we run down who the Bills have beaten?
No, let's run down a stat. Here's the stat.
Go ahead, let me see it.
In the past 55 years, teams from Western New York, they're 47-3. When traveling to play teams that the first word of the city that they're from end in SAS.
Okay.
It's a huge stat.
I feel like your computer's retarded.
I don't know if you can say that word.
I don't think you can, but it's great. I think your computer's awesome.
Yeah,
He found a Chromebook from 20 years ago. That's a problem.
I got to find a computer. I don't know what the hell's going on here.
yeah, dude. Stop trying to fucking make picks on
all
your
his money on a
Texas.
shitty jersey.
Yeah. Stop trying to make your picks on a Texas Instrument TI-85.
I love how they lost.
Where you were writing boobies upside down.
He walked in with the
I love that they lost 7 times to a city that's landed with SAS.
Give me Josh Allen.
And Arkansas hasn't been a team in how long?
Oh my God. It's
Give me
amazing.
Josh Allen. I'm taking the Bills. Sunday night.
I love it. So that's your
Shave
third
off
pick?
Andy Reid's mustache.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Straighten Pat Mahomes' hair.
So that's
It's
your
over.
third pick, and that's your third pick, right?
Yeah,
that's it.
You got
Yeah.
the KC, and Johnny Parlay's got the Bills.
Now I'm going to get wasted for takeout takes. Who do you got, Kurt?
So now I'm going super, super heartfelt. This is the game.
Don't do it.
I wish I could
Don't do it.
I wish I could
Don't
do
fucking
like,
do it.
Listen, I wish I could do that thing that fucking Matthew McConaughey did. Yeah. That thing. This is the week that the fucking Steelers.
No,
win,
don't
okay?
do it.
Listen to me.
Don't
Listen
do
to me.
it.
Listen to me. They're coming back to Pittsburgh.
Oh,
They're coming back
Jesus
to Steel
Christ.
City. Big Ben is dead. But listen to me. Somehow, some way, and we're crossing fingers that it's Drew Lock is going to start. That's what we're hoping, right?
Yeah, because Teddy Bridgewater is definitely covering.
Shut up. Listen to me. Pittsburgh Steelers have to win this Sunday, or this year is worse than 2020. Okay?
I like the emotional bet.
All right?
I've been on
Listen to me. This is the one.
They're not gonna
I
win.
hate betting on my team. Pittsburgh Steelers have to win this week for Mike Tomlin, for Big Ben's last fucking go around. That's it. I don't know if he'll last the year. Pittsburgh Steelers -1 at home.
Have you watched the Steelers play this year?
They're awful,
Yeah.
and I'm not.
Fourth
I'm
and
not
four.
denying it.
I'm gonna rewind you. 4th and 4 last week. 4th and 4. He takes.
I
the
watched the
snap.
whole goddamn game. Okay, it was on. It was on Prime fucking TV. I watched the whole goddamn game.
He takes the snap, immediately turns and throws it to his running back 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and 4.
Oh my,
Listen,
On
there's
4th
something.
and 4, what are you doing?
Listen, there's
How
something.
do you make that out at
oh
home?
my God, this
This-
guy got thrown at home.
There's something go. Did he really?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, well, at least Stanton's pissed about it. That's good. Listen,
I'll cut that out. I'll cut that out.
you don't have to cut anything out. It's a Yankee playoff game. Steelers have to win. I'm taking them. Straight up heart bet, straight up feel bet for them to not go under 500, which they're probably going to. I need to take this bet.
See, this is what happens when you're down and out as a gambler and you went from 1st to 3rd and now you're wearing a stupid, ugly jersey. So you're relying on Old Faithful.
Pittsburgh
and it's
Steelers
not
are
there
gonna win.
anymore.
Pittsburgh
The guys
Steelers
are
gonna
stopped erupting, man.
They're going to win.
You taking the point or you going money line? You going rogue?
No, I'm going to. I
you
mean,
want the point?
I mean, I don't really need the point.
It's
But
a point. It's higher they lose.
are you going to force me to go money line
No.
after I just went 1 and 4? Let me take goddamn point.
All right. You got the
Here's what they need
Going
to do.
Steelers.
If you want to turn back the clock, Big Ben needs to go out with Urban Meyer and take Trevor Lawrence, that girl that looks like Trevor
Dangerous
Lawrence,
combo.
and bring him or her to the bathroom and turn back that clock, baby.
Listen,
dangerous combo.
Pittsburgh Steelers taking it. They have to win this week.
All right.
That's it.
Give me the recap. Trip, what are your picks for this week? We got to get out of this.
All right.
The later this thing starts, the longer it goes.
Jesus Christ.
I took
It's like-
the Titans -4 over the Jaguars. And let me tell you why.
No.
About
Oh my God.
The Titans
cares.
-4, the Browns -1, and the Kansas City Chiefs. No, I didn't take that. Yeah, the Browns -1 and the Chiefs -2.5.
All right, I got Philly +3.5, Pitt -1, Detroit Lions +7.5.
My God.
I know that's a fucking weird pick.
All right. I got the Chargers -1 against the Browns. I got the Packers giving 3 to the Bengals in Cincy. And then I got the Buffalo Bills. I'm riding with Bills Mafia, who we're going to get into calling some Buffalo bars in a little bit.
It's going to be a great. I'm so glad you guys picked that game, touched that game. I'm staying far away from that game.
I can't wait to watch that game.
I'm excited.
And I'm going to throw a Trip under the bus on those phone calls if we get like spirited Buffalo Bills fans on there. Before we move on, I know we're at the quarter pole and Trip had a great week last week, but I want to remind everybody about his division picks to start this year. This betting guru chose.
Whoa.
We got. Hold on. No. There's no time to defend
You
yourself.
had your.
We've already heaped the praises on you. The Miami Dolphins to win the AFC East. The Pittsburgh Steelers to win the AFC North. Much talked about Pittsburgh Steelers on this show.
Yep.
The Indianapolis Colts to win the AFC South.
Ankles.
The New York Giants to win the NFC East. The Atlanta Falcons to win the NFC South.
All right, I was taking these based on money picks.
Wow,
I was trying to make some money.
I blocked the Falcons one out.
Look at the plus minus there.
Yeah.
I was trying to make money on these picks.
I'm sure you said good things about the Falcons.
I did not.
And did you take the Jets this week?
Yes.
Ugh, good Lord.
All right, so he had a great week, but we just want to remind everybody that we'll recap all of our picks for the divisions and the overs and unders next week just to kind of check in where we're at.
Adapt and overcome. And we have.
We're coming back with Takeout Takes.
Takeout Takes!
All right, we're back for Takeout Takes.
Takeout Takes.
Week 5, big game. Much talked about game in our flex picks there.
Love it.
We have the Buffalo Bills, the Bills Mafia, are 2.5-point dogs to Andy Reid, Pat Mahomes, Jackson Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs.
I think it's a great spread.
In KC. You guys know who Jackson Mahomes is?
Yes.
I don't.
Big TikTok guy. Threw water at people last week.
Yes. Or it was 2 weeks ago in Philly.
Or whatever it was.
When they were in Philly. All right. So we've got 2 options. We've already dealt with the folks in KC. They were very nice. Very nice few women.
Mustache
couple CrossFit.
fries, right?
Yeah. Couple CrossFit girls. We're going to go back to those same bars. But we're going to start in Buffalo, and I'm going to give you guys the option of the bars that we're going to.
What time is it, by the way, right now?
10:30.
All right. There's no way anybody's sober in Buffalo. This is going to get interesting.
We're not that sober, so.
Yeah, I know. This is going to be awesome.
All right, so we're going to Buffalo. I've got 3 choices. The first one, in the spirit of the Sopranos movie coming out, the first one is called the Bada Bing. It's a sports bar in Buffalo.
Okay.
The second one is Gabriel's Gate, because it's the month of Halloween, which there's no way that sounds like a sports bar to me. That sounds like there's definitely Wiccan shit going on.
It's really interesting. Gabriel's Gate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the third one is a neighborhood bar favorite, Applebee's.
No. No.
Oh, that's kind of funny, actually. It's kind of funny.
So I'm going to give you guys, where am I going first?
Why not call one of the big wing places up there?
What, like hot wings? What are they called?
If your Urban Meyer
Really?
tirade, you're
Yeah, I mean-
judging my fucking picks right now?
He could have took less time with the Urban Meyer monologue and picked out a wing
First of all,
bar.
it was a soliloquy, not a monologue.
All right. What do you got? Give me it.
Go with that first. Go with the Bada Bing. See what the Bada Bing is.
All right, here we go.
I mean, why not? I didn't see that, by the way, yet. Did you?
Yes, I did.
Was it good?
I thought it was fantastic.
Okay.
If you didn't, you're...
You know, I got HBO Max for a year, so... so I'm going to be able to watch it.
I thought it was great.
Bada Bing.
Do you still have the VCR hooked up to your TV to record things that you can't watch? So you can watch them repeat?
It's not funny.
Kurt was got the cassette recorder on the radio.
I got a lot of kids.
Don't we all?
Outside, we're... Oh, shit. All right, sorry. She's wearing a Cleveland brown jacket.
Hello, and thank you for calling the Bada Bing Bar and Grill. If you'd like to speak with someone in our bar and restaurant or place an order, please press 1.
Bing. Bada Bing, right?
Bada Bing, this is Haley. How may I help you?
Haley, the Bills are going to Kansas City this weekend to play the Chiefs. They're 2.5-point underdogs. You think they're going to win?
I think they're going to win.
Are you a Bills fan?
Of course I'm a Bills fan.
Of course you're a Bills fan. So there's no worry about the fact that the Bills came off 2 big wins They're 2.5-point underdogs. Like you're confident the Bills are winning this weekend.
What do you think?
Yes, the Bills are going to win.
We're gonna put money on this game, so this is big, Haley.
Okay.
Yep. All right, you're in. The Bills are plus 2.5 points. We're taking them.
Were you going to get food?
No,
No.
we're not gonna get. I mean, maybe if we ever end up there. How are the wings over there?
The wings are good.
All right, you guys get a good football crowd at Bada Bing for the Bills games.
Yeah, we do.
All right.
Should we put $50 on it or $100 on the Bills?
100.
Bingo. Bada
All right,
bingo.
Haley. We appreciate your time and thanks for being a big Bills fan.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, I love you.
Bye.
That was amazing. I love you.
Haley was 16, by the way.
Holy shit.
All right.
Urban Meyer would have liked that.
All right. So because one of us had a fucking 15-minute diatribe about a head coach from the AFC South, we're done with Buffalo. We're taking Haley's pick. We're going back to KC now. So we've got 3 spots. We've got the Peanut. We've got Quaff Barn Grill.
Oh, the quaff. I forgot about the quaff. Quaff.
The worst bar name ever.
And Bowlings is out. Because I'm pretty sure it was like a chain.
Let's call Peanuts.
Peanuts first? All right.
Quaff.
I wish I remembered what these people's names are.
Oh, yeah, we should have looked at it.
It's all right.
She's got to be working. It's the same night, right?
Peanut first?
Yeah, let's do the Peanut first.
All right.
Remind them that we called them. Got it.
Did they win that week?
No.
No,
They
take
lost.
takes
No.
are terrible.
Baltimore won. Peanuts.
Peanut 64th Street. This is Alyssa. How may I help you?
Hey, Alyssa, the Bills are coming to town this weekend to play the Chiefs. They're 2.5-point underdogs. You think the Chiefs are going to win?
You always call me when I can't hear you.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna win. We're gonna win.
But
Oh,
you
my
didn't.
God.
You didn't win last time, though.
Yeah, you lost last time.
We're gonna win, and I'm framing Andy Reid's mustache in a story.
You owe me $100 from 2 weeks ago. We took your bet, and you owe me money
Any
now.
other questions? I got drinks to make.
All right,
Okay.
Alyssa, this is the problem. It's not about who's going to win. It's are they going to cover the 2.5-point spread?
Sure. Yes.
All right.
I can't hear you.
Thanks, Alyssa.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
I love it. That was great.
That's a quick takeout takes.
That was great.
We're good.
You're not even going to try quaff? We
No.
just no.
Nope. Nope.
The tiebreaker?
I'm trying to see if the Yankees can win this game. I'm
Not even
distracted.
just going to hear them say quaff.
We got to test out this microphone. I really want them to hear me because I think she was mildly attracted to me also.
You always call me, she said. You always call when you can't hear me. Holy cow. We're going to just call her every week. Might as well just make Alyssa a part of the calling.
Yeah, let's check see when the Chiefs
She's
are
going to have a
playing them.
restraining order against us very shortly.
She brought up Andy Reid's mustache. It was
That's amazing.
fantastic.
We
We
need
should
the
send
whole
her a
episode
card
after
or
her.
something.
We should
Yeah.
send her something.
All right, that's it. That was an interesting week 5.
Shit. That was.
All right.
All right. I hope I do much better than last week.
I hope you do much better. Not much better, a little bit better.
A little bit
I hope
better.
he does much worse. And I hope I do much better. So,
That's it.
all right, good luck this weekend. We'll be back next week, bringing in a guest for next week. Going to be sitting awkwardly between Kurt Money and
I
I.
hope to God I'm not wearing my underwear.
We're out of seats in the studio. So, all right, we'll be back next week.
First down dogs.
Take it deep.